having an organic garden, it's so important to feed the soil well, and we've realised this over the years that we've been gardening here at Suan Sook Homestay. In the beginning, we gave it only just enough. Same when I was a kid, wintertime mum would feed us porridge for breakfast. In the summertime, we had Wheat Bix or some other cereal, and this was a good start to the day. It gave us enough energy to get out and really enjoy life, but it was never a feast. It was never something that was like, oh great, porridge again. And we kind of had the same approach to our garden. We were giving it some compost, we were giving it some cattle manure, and just expecting it to thrive. And it did somewhat, but really not enough until we started to really build up a feast for our garden. And one of the most important things that we've done to do this is to start producing some microbial rich organic liquid nutrients to give to our garden. And the most important one of these is something that Pansa has found called photosynthetic bacteria, that's quite popular here in Thailand amongst organic gardens, but not necessarily that well known. This is our photosynthetic bacteria plant food. It's very easy to make and it's incredible for the garden. And this was the first one that we started to produce and to really begin to enjoy using once we started to see the benefits of it. And since then I've kind of expanded into other areas of producing organic liquid nutrients, because we realised that the land it had this chemical hangover from being used so long as a longan farm and as a rice farm before that, and had so much chemical put onto it. There was no nutrients in the soil, there was no worms in the soil. So we've aimed to really start regenerating it and building it back up again. And these organic nutrients have helped us so much. Photosynthetic bacteria is fantastic. We use it so often in our garden and in a compost because it helps to speed up the availability of the nutrients that we put into the soil. So if we're putting cow manure or compost into the soil, it's going to break down over time. But if we add photosynthetic bacteria to it, it really speeds up that process of releasing the nutrients so that the plant roots can take them up, or as we use it as a foliar spray, it helps the plant to absorb the nutrients and facilitate the photosynthetic nature of building sugars in the plants much more quickly. And so I've set up this area down here where we've got I've got actual photosynthetic bacteria soaking the biochar that we produce in here. This one here is a combination of comfrey leaves and my old tomato plants, and this makes a really good nitrogen rich food for the plants. And this one here, I've got the last of the worm castings from our worm farm soaking in water, so that provides other nutrients. This barrel here is quite special. This is Guano tea, so it's made from bat manure and bird manure from caves up in the north of Thailand, and this provides more nutrients. Got to be really careful with that to make sure that it sits and seeps for a long time, because the bat manure and the bird manure is too strong to put directly on the garden by itself without diluting it some first. And we also use now our rice wash water. We ferment the water that we wash our rice with a little bit of sugar, and then add that to garden beds, but more and more I'm starting to add it directly into the compost, because you don't want to put too much starch into the ground. But this also really helps to stimulate the microbial activity. So now, instead of just providing porridge or cereal for our soil, we're giving it a feast. We're really nurturing it, really looking after it, making sure that it's good and full so that it can help produce nutrient-rich fruit and vegetables to fill our bellies with. And the real hero for all of these liquid organic nutrients that we use is the photosynthetic bacteria, because it has such an amazing effect in combining with all of these things. And when it gets into the soil, it also helps to break down the harmful gases and microbes that are in the soil and change them, to alter them, to adjust them to becoming good for the soil rather than harmful for the soil. And so our land, our garden, our home is being transformed, as are we. And I'll share a little bit more about that in the next video in the series, the last one. And in the meantime, if you're interested to learn some more, you can check out this one next. Thanks very much for watching all the way through.